What up? Yo, how you guys doing? Thank you guys so much. I just want to say first, thank you guys for watching this video. Really appreciate it. You know, there's so much stuff going on, so many distractions out there in the world. You guys are paying attention right now, so I appreciate you. Second, I want to let you know you're a winner. You're a legend. Come on, you're a beast. Like, what do you think about yourself? Like, how do you see yourself? How do you envision yourself? How do you carry yourself? Remind yourself, remember, you're a beast. You're a legend. You're the best thing you've ever seen. Come on, you got to talk to yourself. You got to have affirmations, all right? Now, I'm going to teach you guys, I'm going to talk to you guys a little bit today about obsession, right? Because you start looking at people who have results, you look at people like Oprah, or like Walt Disney created Disney World, look at Caleb Max, millionaire by 16, can't even knows he's crushing it right now. Like, you have to be obsessed to get those results. You're not going to get results just dipping your toes in the water, all right? So first things first, is like, let's go through and analyze. Like, when you guys woke up this morning, curious, right now, is your guys' bed made? Are you guys already in a habit every single day where you're keeping your outside influences, you're keeping your environment clean, you're keeping it organized? Like, when you get up in the morning, okay, and you make your bed, now when you come back to the house, if you're working or if you're around the house all day, every time you see it, you remind yourself, you're like, yeah, okay, I do take care of my responsibilities. It's clean, it's neat, it's organized, it makes you feel great. And then guess what? If you have a shitty day and everything's just going wrong, it's just one of those days. I mean, I know we've all had them. Don't even get me started, right? When you get home at night, your bed's made and it's clean. And then you got a little bit of a win, a little bit of good feeling to go to bed on. Just like that, okay? You guys can go look up an amazing YouTube video by a Navy, I think he was an admiral, don't quote me on that, but it's a famous YouTube video. I'm sure so many people have seen it. I was talking with my homeboy Mikey, a legend, beast. Dude, I mean, he literally worked like, what, 40 hours, something in 3 days? Okay, and we literally just started talking last night about like his journey. And because right now, literally, everybody at his work says he's the millionaire mindset. Just like that. And how did he do it, right? By just applying himself, by doing the same thing over and over and over. Repetitions. Like, he literally goes to sleep every single night listening to affirmations. Told me a story one night about how his homie came in because, you know, they were sharing the hotel room, and he comes in, he's like, and the affirmations are going off, and every single time he's like, I happily and easily attract money. He's like, bet. And just every single night. Like, we don't realize, like, we have different levels of our mind. Like, you got the conscious, the subconscious, and you got super conscious. All right, so like, you can consciously do things, and then you can subconsciously do something. Have you guys ever done something when you didn't even realize, you're like, hey, wait, like, where did that come from? You didn't even like realize you were doing it right away? That's because you built subconscious memories, you built subconscious patterns, and they just come out. That's why I was skydiving for the first time the other day. Amazing, guys. Go check out my YouTube video, YouTube channel for that video, among so much other stuff. But I was skydiving the other day for the very first time with Mikey and the boys and everything. It was absolutely amazing, right? But because of what I do, right, because of our industry, because of the fact of, like, we are good in the business of saving lives, all right? Like, school, as from what I've seen so far, all the results, everything, they are not equipping people. They're not equipping my homeboys, they're not equipping my friends, they're not equipping my people with the skills they need to succeed. I see so many people going to school and they got to get out and they're like, all right, now where do I go? Like, what do I do? They don't teach us how to model mentors. They don't teach us to be obsessed. They don't teach us to be confident. They teach us to focus on algebra and history and English, which is good. I mean, we all need to write and stuff, but if they taught us the law of attraction as much as they taught us the Civil War, dude, you guys would be leaps and bounds ahead of where you are. All right, so like, it is literally our duty, our obligation, and our responsibility, right, to make sure that we are educating and saving as many people as possible. Because like, I literally talked to somebody the other day he's like 16, right? And I was asking him, I was like, well, what do you want to do with your life? Like, I don't know, man. Like, and so I just started asking questions, and he didn't know yet. He hasn't been taught to set goals. He hasn't been taught to dream. Hasn't been taught to aspire. This person, like, he loves football, right? And so I talked to him, I was like, do you love football? He's like, yeah, could you see yourself playing it? Yeah, I'd love to. Well, if you would actually love to do it, then put in the work, put in the actions. Like, literally, inputs create outputs. Like, it's not hard. This is why you have to be obsessed. You can't just dip your foot in and be like, oh, yeah, I want to play football. No. I am obsessed. I will be an NFL football player. I will make it happen. I will make it happen or I will die. And you go along this journey, and you walk, and you keep going, and you adapt, and you conquer. And guess what? Sometimes you're going to be an inch away from your goal, and something's going to happen. And that goal you thought you wanted, you're going to be redirected. And you're going to realize that that wasn't the actual goal that you wanted. Because it's never about achieving the goal. Like, it's about becoming the person that you have to be to achieve that goal. So as you set a goal, like, I'm going to be an NFL football player. Awesome. When you set that goal, start working on those actions every single day, guess what? You become the person who has who does the necessary actions to be an NFL football player. That means, like, shout out to Inky Johnson, right? He's literally like a game away from $1 million first 30 NFL draft pick. And what happens? He literally busts an artery, loses all feeling in his right arm, or his left arm, which one of the two, I think it's his right arm, and can't play football anymore. Anyway, he sits there because of the last 2 years and everything that he's been through and the inputs and the person that he's become. And he's like, wait a second, like, how did I limit God to this? How did I limit God to, I can only play football? Like, if I don't get this and that's it, I'm done. This is my end result. And he had a transformation, he had a shift. And look at what he does now. He's a motivational speaker, he's crushing, he's inspiring millions, right? But that's why, so the story, right? We were skydiving and working on your inputs, okay? So it's our duty, our obligation, and our mission to make sure people are educated. So when we went skydiving, I knew, okay, like, you guys are scrolling, if you see Facebook ads, you see YouTube ads, you see those things all the time. If I can get your guys' attention, you guys might listen to me. All right, so I knew when we go skydiving, that would be a really catchy video that might run, right, as well as a Facebook ad, or might do well as a YouTube ad, right? So I knew that intention going in. So guess what? Like, literally, okay, because you can pay for content, you can pay for the footage and the video and the photos. So I pay for the package, and while we're literally free falling, say you free fall from Min 45, it was 18,000 feet in the air, okay, right here in the Space Coast. And we're 18,000 feet in the air, you fall for 1:45, and after that, they deploy your parachute. My guy's a beast, and as soon as he deploys the parachute, started talking for a second, and he gave me the perfect intro. And he's like, so what are you doing? And just like that, man, I literally got the perfect video, perfect clip. It's like 30 seconds. Literally, exactly what I needed, exactly how I would have said it, with the perfect words. And how did it happen? Because I literally just live it. Inputs create outputs. All right, like, I knew what I wanted, and I had the idea, I had the end result, and I wasn't obsessed. I wasn't like, all right, here's my script from A to Z. At this point, here's what I'm gonna say. No. I knew the end result is to change lives. All right, the end result is to create missions. The end result is to get people that are obsessed. The end result is to get people that literally they would rather die than not succeed. It don't matter what you do. All right, like you don't necessarily need to make money online. If that's not your thing, don't worry about it. You don't need to do it. You can go run a restaurant. You could go run a nonprofit. You can literally become the world's best electrician. You could become an HVAC. You can do anything you want. The point is becoming obsessed with what you do and becoming the best version of yourself every single day. Like, how do you carry yourself? How do you talk to other people? Like, what do you bring up? All right, like, success isn't a mystery. It's not. It's not hard to figure out. It's literally just looking at who has it. It's a formula, all right? Like, success isn't a mystery, it's a formula. So you figure out who has it, figure out who has your results, and then you start modeling them. And you don't just look at it and go, okay. You become obsessed. Start breathing, start living, immerse. Start going deep, right? And so there's like all these different aspects, okay? So like, if you guys are new to this, I don't know where you guys are at currently. First off, thank you guys so much for listening, right? For knowing, like, you guys are watching this video, you guys are special. Like, you guys are amazing. I don't know if it's just gonna click a video that says obsession. Like, there's something in you. Listen to that still small voice inside you. All right? Like, you guys could literally achieve anything that you want. It's just a matter of having it. All right? So there's 3 things. Okay, so I work with an amazing mentor of mine named Tyler Geen, Caveman. He's one of the first ones I met when I started doing this whole online marketing space. And we created a movement, okay, called Follow Your Elements, the original name of my podcast. And that's the mindset course, right? Because, like, you have to have mindset and you have to have skill set. All right, so what we've done, and what I've been obsessed with my whole life, right? Because, like, I haven't always been here. Literally right now, I have the ability, it's a Friday, and I have the ability to decide my schedule. I have the ability to decide what I want to do and how I want to do it and where I want to be. So literally right now, this weekend, starting like 3 hours, I'm gonna go attend Grant Cardone's virtual boot camp, virtual boot camp. So it's gonna be literally 8 hours today and tomorrow, and then I think 6 hours on Sunday, right? That's like 24 hours of business just in 3 days, no matter what. And I don't gotta worry about asking a boss if I need to take time off. I don't need to go talk to anybody, clear my schedule. I literally just decide this is what I'm gonna do. Tell the people I'll work with, we all agree, we know it's gonna get closer to our end result and our goals, and we make it happen. Like, are you guys surrounded by people that are lifting you up? I guess another great thing, like, we got done in our meetings, we got done working last night. Like, Mikey comes home from working a job right now because he's making it happen. He's like crushing it, right? Because like, you aren't gonna get to the top. Guess what? You're not gonna just get there immediately. It's not how it works. Well, you gotta plant seeds. So everybody in the team here, everybody's got their role. So everybody's crushing it. We're all working together. Mikey comes home last night, and immediately, like, we just start getting into productive conversations. All right, we start talking about business, we start talking about goals, we start talking about growth, we start talking about affirmations, we start talking about the houses we want to live in, the cars we want to drive, the ceilings we want to have, our 7,000 gallon square fish tank. Like, we talk about fruitful things. Like, we're not talking about what's on TV or who's doing this or the drama or the news. I don't even know anything that's going on. I don't care. Doesn't matter. Like, guess what, guys? Anything to do with this outside world, anything to do with the president or the political system, or none of that, by the way, is going to change your life. Like, you had to become obsessed with you, figuring out what you want, all right, and then modeling it, and then becoming obsessed with it and working every single day. Like, it doesn't matter who the fucking president is, right? Like, it's not going to change your personal life. Talk to my grandparents, talk to my mom about this. Like, no matter how many presidents they've seen, none of those presidents have directly influenced their personal life so much that it's worth them focusing on it over focusing on their goals and their growth and gratitude. All right, so first, those are the first three things from mindset that we want you to be obsessed with, right? 3 pillars. First one's got to be gratitude, right? Because if you're not grateful for what you got now, you're never going to get where you're going to go. Second one is goals. Third one's growth, okay? Now, the second one, you got to have skill set. Because if you don't have the mindset, like, if you had the mindset, you're never going to get there without the tools. But if you got the tools, you're never going to get there without the mindset. So they both work together. You can't have one without the other. You have to have them both. And they both complement each other. So, it's easy, guys. Like, what are you guys doing today to ensure that you're living a better tomorrow? Make sure that you guys is obsessed. All right, so we got the mindset and we got the skill set. So I've done, right, ever since I started working online, I've always myself been obsessed, okay? My mom is an angel. Amazing. She has always done the best she can to put me in the best position that she can. Okay? My parents got divorced when I was, 7 or something like that. And so I didn't grow up with a father figure. My mom, my grandparents. Always did the best she could. But we weren't exactly well off financially. So it wasn't always great, you know. Living in a homeless shelter at one point. But, we all have our experiences. But what my mom did do, she taught me how to treat people. She taught me how to be a gentleman. She taught me how to surround myself with winners, how to be calm. She taught me the mindset, okay? She didn't know the skill set. And her fault. School didn't teach her. Nobody else is teaching her. That's my problem, right? My mom's an angel. She's got the heart, she's got the mindset, and she can do it. Man, she gives like nobody's business. But she don't have the skills. She don't know how to do it. She don't know how to create a multi-million-dollar marketing campaign. No one taught her this shit. No one does. So, I immediately have become obsessed like my entire life. Like, my family's in masonry, if you guys know what Masonic family is. So I grew up doing that, grew up with Team Malay. I did Boy Scouts at one point. I got my Arrow of Light, if you guys know what that is. Worked towards getting my Eagle Scout at one point. And so, I was always surrounded by great people, always taught to give back, always taught to do great things. I was immersed in the mindset. And then I was looking around and it was like, how can people be so immersed in this mindset and be broke? Like, I know so many great, genuine, amazing, kind-hearted legends that are fucking broke. And so I was like, there has to be a way. Please tell me there has to be a way where you can be kind-hearted, loving, considerate, and amazing, and have money. Right? And so that's the path. Right? I moved out of my house when I was 16 because I ended up getting a job and I was making my money. My mom let me. You know, she's like, God's got a plan. You know, I'm gonna let you do what you do. And so I did, right? And I lived on my own all the way from about 16 to 18 and a half. And it was crazy. I literally woke up one day And I just had enough. I was like, all right, I've tried to figure this out myself. Like, I got the money part down right now. By the time, from like 16 to 18, I literally took that same job, never stopped. I talk about obsession, guys, okay? Obsession. I literally got my job and said, guess what? I am here to serve you. Anything you need, I'm already there. It's already done, right? And so within a month of me being obsessed and showing up every single day, I went from being a cook to Lawson, okay, who was my area supervisor, was like, hey, you've been showing up. You're always here. I need someone to cover this car hop shift. You want it? Guess what, man? I've lived with the idiom of like, opportunity only comes once, right? The idiom of like, you don't want to miss opportunity. So I already was like, of course. What do I want it? I'm already done. Let's go. I always take opportunity when it knocks. So I did a car hopping shift. And all of a sudden, I realized I was like, whoa, I can make some money. Not just $8 an hour. Now I can make, it was like $4 an hour plus tips at the time or whatever. So I literally went from that point, basically went from making whatever I was making, I don't know, 1,000 or something, to about $2,000 a month. Every single month until about 18. And essentially, I got to the point where I had money. Okay, so like, up to 18, I just partied every single day because I just wanted friends. I wanted to be loved. We all want to be loved. We want to be cared about. So being young and naive, that's how I could do it at the time. And so I did. But at 18, again, I became smart, looked at the mentors, was like, all right, now that I'm 18, I could go to jail. So I need to start and like model something so I don't go to jail. I need to figure out what's going on. Okay, the credit system works great. So within 6 months, my grandma was amazing, helped me get my license, got my first credit card, I got my first car, made everything happen, okay? So here we are, just turned 18, I don't know, 6 months ago. It's like July, my birthday's in November, so do that math, right? And I got everything going great, got credit card payments, I'm fucking king of the hill. And I woke up and I was like, oh God, I'm miserable, man. I get I'm king of the hill, I'm doing great, and I got money. But like, I literally am basically going through every day, going like, okay, I want to kill myself, but like, I can't kill myself because my mom can't handle it. Like, imagine that crazy thought, right? And I was like, there has to be more to life, please. And so I was literally like, you know what? I'll just no call, no show for the first time ever. And we'll not no call, no show. I'm going to quit. I'm just going to quit my job. I'm not going to no call, no show. I don't not show up. So I'm just going to quit my job. We'll figure it out, one step at a time. 4:30 in the morning, I go into work at like 8. Go to sit down on my bed, passed out. I woke up at 12:30 though. So, fast forward, basically, my managers are texting me because they're freaking out. They're like, oh my gosh, like what's going on? Like, are you alive? Not like, why aren't you at work? Because they know me and they care. And so I basically just went in and I told them. Right, and I was like, look, like, I don't know I don't understand why I'm miserable. Like, I thought money equals happiness. That's basically what everybody alludes to in life. And, like, I have money, but I'm miserable. All right, so what do? They gave me the 2-week suspension, right? Long story short, I really saw a Facebook ad. Just like, you guys see those Facebook ads? I clicked a Facebook ad. I became obsessed, joined a group, and within the first community meeting that they had that week, I ended up winning a sponsorship video. Literally. Like, keep in mind, I'm growing up in Arizona. I've lived in a homeless shelter. I'm living on my own at this point. Okay, like, never seen a mansion. I've never really been able to travel for fun or anything. I've worked my ass off. Worked a 9-to-5 life, all right? Nothing like this was ever fucking possible. I can never envision myself doing anything like this at the moment. But here's these mentors. A guy named Matthew Jang was making $30,000 a month on a beach on a Monday in Hawaii. That's what got me right out of the gate. I was like, all right, he's got the money. That's what I want. So they were talking about how you need to give back, right? And it's important to help other people. And so because of that, they were really going to sponsor 3 people. So they shot a 2-minute video about, you had to shoot a 2-minute video about where you are now, where you've been, and where you want to go. And then they're going to pick, 3 people, and they're going to sponsor them all out. Full trip and everything. So long story short, right, I ended up winning. And what happens is I get associated with this world. And, oh my, wow. It was like everything in my life clicked in fucking 2 seconds. It was like, okay, here's how we could take everybody that has a mindset and is kind-hearted, loving, and passionate, and is doing great and has the mindset and is broke, and here's how we can plug them with the skill set and get them results. So that's what we've been doing ever since. That was 5 years ago in July. All right, and it's been my duty, obligation, and obsession to make sure I can gather every single tool possible to make that journey smooth and easy and transition and seamless, right? So now, in this current present moment, guess what? I'm literally partnered with a software company, okay? Because software and tools, you need auditors and all sorts of stuff when you start getting in this world. So you need software to be able to run the business. So we're partnered with a software company. So I now have software I can hook up people with great deals for. And then, guess what? Like Ryan, Caleb, oh my gosh. I literally worked with Caleb Maddox's dad for a year as his personal assistant. Woo! Talk about manifesting. That was crazy, right? And so Caleb, my fucking brother, right? Him and I text all the time. And he texted me the other day. It was like my dreams had just come true. It's like the final missing piece of the puzzle. Because like I said, I've been studying this for a minute. It's almost been 5 years in July. I've been working on putting everything together to make it an easy transitional, smooth customer experience from A to Z. And I've been studying people like Tony Robbins, Caleb, Ryan, Matt, all sorts of stuff, right? And I've studied affiliate marketing. That's basically where we started. And what that essentially means is when you sell somebody's product, okay, you get a commission. So if I was, for example, say you guys buy a TV, okay, and I sent you the link, when you guys go and buy that TV, I get paid. So it's using that idea on mass scale. If you can sell a $100 product to 10 people, you make $1,000. But if you can sell a $1,000 product to those same 10 people, you make $10,000, right? And so it takes the same amount of energy to sell to 10 people as it does to 100 people. It's all just about your pre-framing and how you do it and your targeting, marketing, anything like that. And so I've been studying affiliate offers and everything like that. I had we have an amazing affiliate offer, one of the best. Not technically the best in the moment. Ryan and Caleb have the best environment because you get 180 minutes with them live every single week. But that's where I started, was high ticket affiliate sales with something called Kong Water, because that's the water that I drink. It's literally the best water you could ever drink. There's no way I could ever get through what I do. Like right now, I'm literally like, okay, so we talked a little bit earlier. I'm going through the business boot camp this weekend. I'm also in Tony Robbins' Inner Circle right now. We just launched that a month ago. I'm in Caleb and Ryan's SCA, which is Sales Career Accelerator, okay? And then I'm also in, I got ClickBank, which means I'm studying how people can go through and make money without having to be the public image as well. Right, so we have all these different courses. Oh, also Marley Jacks, because Caleb and Ryan literally are talking about using the video strategy to promote your business, and Marley Jacks is the queen of YouTube and YouTube content. So I joined her Inner Circle the other day because she just released it and it's got a huge discount, right? So we put all these pieces together and you study the mentors, okay? You study the people who are doing great. So that's like the process right now from my A to Z of our dream customer. Okay, like you need the software to be able to add friends, right? Then you need to be able to join Sales Career Accelerator to get around the mindset and the psychology, because getting to spend 180 minutes with Ryan and Caleb every single week is just mind-blowing. I literally get to see them every other day now. It's just absolutely amazing. And then, now that you're doing that, right, now that you're learning how to be a sales professional, you're learning how to produce your own content, you're starting to do it. After that, like, you're gonna realize, like, in order to get your energy up there, in order to make sure you get all this stuff done, you gotta be drinking the best water. So that's kind of our process, you know, from A to Z and what we're doing. In order to, like, make everything happen, you've got to build out marketing funnels from A to Z. You know, we got ads paid and you've got organic. So all sorts of crazy stuff. We'll be doing Facebook Lives. I'll be doing more videos like this as well. This is a little bit longer, just a little bit more of a brain dump as well. So thank you guys. You guys are still watching. I really appreciate it. If you'd love to hear more about what we're doing and how we're doing it and see the behind the scenes, right? Like, so the thing is, when you're studying, I think we're at 5 or whatever they are. Okay, so like you got all these mentors. Okay, you also said Tony's Inner Circle, because Tony Robbins, I mean, all those inputs are just absolutely amazing, right? And so as you have all these inputs, guess what, guys? There's only 24 hours in a day. Never changed. I've never figured out how to get more in a day. I have tried more than you could ever guess, but it's not gonna happen. So when you're listening to stuff, I always use stuff at 2x or even 3x speed, because when you listen to even faster, you're retaining it in your subconscious and you just keep going through stuff. So we got hacks on everything. I could take any video off the internet and put it into a audio. So like Caleb and Ryan have a membership site, and I basically took those videos and was able to extract the audio so they're on my phone. So I just got done with my workout, so I'm out here literally outside pacing, shooting this video. Just got done with the workout, focused on shooting this the whole time. And the whole time I was listening to Caleb and Ryan on, guess what? Their Sales Career Accelerator. Because, Spirit of Success. That was the name of the one I was coming up with. Spirit of Success. Because you have to embody it. You have to live it. You have to realize, like, you are valuable. You are love. You are wealth. You are abundance. You can do anything you put your mind to. Come on. Like, what you put out, you get. All right? So, like, when you can do that, when you can change who you are, you change your inputs, you change your identity. Okay? That's why I'm JC the Icon. Okay? We reinvented ourselves. Like, you reinvent yourself so that you have an identity. That's a crazy story. I'll literally, if you guys are interested, let me know. I'll tell you a crazy story about how I literally transformed my identity when I got the opportunity to come from Arizona to be here in Florida as Tyler's personal assistant back in Christmas of 2017. But we're doing crazy things. Like, we got so much tech stuff going on. We've got software. You got to build all these funnels. You got email marketing. So you guys are curious in what we're doing. You want to learn more. You just want to crush it. Follow us. I got a podcast, I got a YouTube channel. Whatever you guys are seeing, just leave a comment. Feel free to give me a shout. I'm on Instagram at JC the Icon. Love you guys. Make sure you're staying legendary. Go out and crush it. And like I said, what are you doing today to ensure you're living tomorrow? Go live your life with obsession. Quit taking life like a joke.